This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Monday, the 21st day of February in the year 2022. I'm Gordon Mosley. Here is what we're tracking tonight. The Noble House Seafood Company could face possible sanctions as the search continues tonight for 3 of its fishermen who have been missing at sea since Saturday after they were thrown overboard as their fishing vessel encountered mechanical and other failures. Although the captain of the vessel called in the distress signal 18 miles off the coast of Maikoni, the Noble House Seafood Company never informed the authorities. Some of the emergency response agencies only became aware of the tragedy at sea after the media started reporting on the issue yesterday. Those missing and feared dead have been identified as 45-year-old Harold Anthony Damon, 78-year-old Ronald Burton, and 46-year-old Winston Sam. A 4th fisherman was rescued on Saturday by a nearby vessel. All 4 of the men were attached to the Noble House Seafoods Company. During a press conference today, Minister of Home Affairs Robeson Ben said the authorities were left in the dark for more than 24 hours after the tragedy.
Our understanding is that there was no information passed on to the lighthouse or Maran at the time of the incident. So it was approximately 24 hours before there was any official knowledge of the incident.
The fishing vessel World Friend 307 started to sink on Saturday morning and flipped over, throwing the captain and the other fishermen overboard after water was spotted rushing into the engine room of the vessel. The fisherman who was rescued told police investigators that the captain sent out distress signals and made radio contact with his company moments before the boat flipped over. The fisherman also told investigators that several mobile calls were made to the company, but there was no immediate help offered. The government has since moved to establish an inquiry committee to probe the incident. The Home Affairs Minister said there are serious questions that must be answered.
So there are questions to be asked with the owner of the vessel, Noble House. They had, it was said, 2 trawlers, I think, nearby afterwards sometime yesterday morning. But up to that time, there was no report of any finding in respect of the other 3 crew members.
The director of the Maritime Administration Department, Stephen Thomas, said the inquiry will have several issues to examine related to the company and its emergency response and its failure to notify the authorities.
Well, perhaps the various sanctions are available, but I think as ministers mentioned, there's this board of inquiry, and maybe they would look at that among other things, I would imagine.
The Board of Inquiry has brought together a number of government agencies, including the Ministry of Public Works, the Maritime Administration Department, and the Guyana Defense Force Coast Guard. The Ministry of Public Works, which overlooks the Maritime Department, has assured that all available resources of the state are being used to aid the search efforts. More news coming up in just a moment.
How fast is fiber? Think fast. GTT Fiber has 3 packages with download speeds of 50, 100, and 150 megabits per second. That's fast enough to stream movies and music, to chat with Gran and Fran, to study, and more. What would you do? Upgrade to GTT Fiber today and don't get left behind tomorrow.
Combo pack up, we feeling best. Sunshine stacks above the rest. There is no contest, is the best mix, so we feeling best. Best value to how you feeling. Ole cheesy, too much ripples and more. Combo pack of flavors galore, yeah. Combo pack up, we feeling best. Sunshine stacks above the rest. There is no contest, is the best mix, so we feeling best.
Sunshine Snacks Combo Pack, now with a new look and new mix. Grab your pack today.
Best mix, so we feeling best.
Give me one dembe for my whole family. Their bread is tasty.
Baked with love and passion by our dedicated team of fine bakers, we give you dembe. With the same great quality you're used to, we now have a slightly new look. Here in Land of Canaan, we are ready to give you even more. Don't wait until you're hungry. Reach for a slice of dembe. Dambake, healthy, wholesome living.
People may forget the present you bought for them, but they'll never forget your scent. Find your signature fragrance at Elite Fragrances and Trade-In, located at 123 Regent Road Border between Ornock Street and Shiv Chandapal Drive. Call 619-5151 or 227-1255. Get a designer fragrance for yourself or loved one that they will never forget.
It's here. Introducing the MyGPL Customer Portal, a convenient way to access all your account information in one location. To sign up, it's easy. Simply go to https:/my.gplinc.com. After signing up, you will receive a confirmation email. Once logged in, view your postpaid account, monitor your consumption, view current charges and payment history, retrieve current and previous bills, and submit meter readings. MyGPL Customer Portal. Access to all your account information from your PC, tablet, or mobile phone at your convenience. Sign up today. For more information, contact our customer call center on 226-2600.
Mobile Delvac and all other mobile lubricants are distributed by Salt Guyana Inc. Mobile Delvac and all other mobile lubricants are distributed by Salt Guyana Inc.
We've got exciting news! All 12-ounce yellow cab Buster are now only $100. Buster, live in
Come
full
get
color.
your Buster, Buster $100. Come get your Buster, Buster $100.
The man who was wanted by the police in connection with the gunning down of his son-in-law was arrested at the Eugene F. Carrera International Airport on Sunday as he attempted to board a flight to Barbados with connections to the U.S. The suspect's name has been given as Sherwin Brandt. According to sources at the airport, Brandt, who is a U.S. permanent resident, arrived at the airport on Sunday and checked in for his flight to Barbados. As he was preparing to go through immigration, it was realized that he was flagged in the system and identified as being wanted by the police. The police were quietly summoned, and when the man realized that he was being surrounded, he attempted to flee, creating chaos and forcing some airport workers to run out of the way. He was eventually blocked from leaving and arrested. Police investigators believe that Brandt was the person who was disguised as a woman who shot and killed 25-year-old Leon Gittins at the East Penitence home of his girlfriend. The incident took place at around 2 o'clock on Saturday morning. Gittins, who shared a relationship with Brandt's daughter, was in the young woman's bedroom when he was shot dead. The shooter was later identified as the girlfriend's father, who was dressed in a wig and in women's clothing. The police indicated that he was the main suspect but did not release details to identify him. Since his arrest on Sunday, Brandt has been in custody and could face charges this week. A Chinese national who allegedly attempted to ship more than 19 pounds of cocaine to China in the liquefied form was charged and remanded to prison this morning on drug trafficking charges. Appearing in court this morning, 25-year-old Wang Zhufeng pleaded not guilty to the drug trafficking offenses as he appeared before the chief magistrate and entered his not guilty plea through an interpreter. The court was told that on the 16th of February, the accused allegedly attempted to ship the cocaine out of Guyana in juice boxes and other items. The package with the cocaine was being shipped through a private shipping company, but was identified as the shipment made its way through the local post before the final shipment. Condo agents were able to arrest the accused after conducting a search at his Bel Air property. The case was originally called on Friday, but was postponed as the interpreter was not available then. After the accused entered his not guilty plea today, the chief magistrate remanded him to jail until the 17th of March, when the case will continue. Meanwhile, 2 taxi drivers were remanded to jail on Friday in connection with the same liquefied cocaine bust that has also implicated that Chinese national. In court on Friday, taxi drivers 41-year-old Bernard Passad and 40-year-old Godfrey Neblet were remanded to prison after being accused of attempting to traffic the more than 19 pounds of liquefied cocaine in juice boxes. The court was told that the cocaine was discovered in 6 carton boxes of juice at the shipping company. The liquefied cocaine was reportedly being shipped to China. The 2 taxi drivers pleaded not guilty to the charges and were both remanded to jail. Chinese national Wang Jingfeng was charged and remanded to jail separately in connection with the same bust. The drivers were allegedly hired and used on different occasions to ship the packages with the liquefied cocaine. All three of the accused are expected back in court in March. Well, it must have been a special mixed fried rice that has landed a 28-year-old Berbetian in the custody of the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit, after 6.6 pounds of cocaine was discovered in a bowl of fried rice that he was taking to the United States. On Saturday, Kano agents at the Chedijagan International Airport carried out a search on a suitcase belonging to West Coast Berbice resident Esmond German Anderson, as he was preparing to board a New York-bound flight. The agents stumbled on a bowl of fried rice in the man's suitcase that appeared heavier than usual, with extra ingredients. In the bowl, the Kano agents found a package of cocaine concealed under the fried rice. He was taken into custody and transferred to the Kano headquarters, where it was confirmed that the substance beneath the fried rice in the bowl was indeed cocaine. Anderson, who works at an internationally recognized company in the oil and gas sector, was immediately informed of the drug trafficking offense and told that charges will be filed against him. In a statement, Kanu said the cocaine carries a street value of more than 17 million Guyana dollars. Despite removing the national COVID-19 curfew and relaxing several other measures that were aimed at containing the spread of the virus, the Minister of Health, Dr. Frank Anthony, today said that the country is still to be fully reopened. He said that such a move will only take place when more persons come forward and get vaccinated. The Health Ministry is now trying to get more fully vaccinated persons to get the booster doses.
Countries right now that are working to open up their economies are countries where they've had high vaccination rates, not just with the 2 doses, but with also the booster doses. And because of that, they're able to open up their economy with very little consequences. But we are not there yet because our booster doses, the uptake is still relatively low.
Over 46,000 booster shots have been administered so far, with Region 4 accounting for the highest number of booster doses. While the Minister of Health speaks about the country only being allowed to fully reopen when more persons get vaccinated, other sections of his government have been operating as business as usual for months. Large public gathering events are being hosted regularly, and the removal of the curfew has cleared the way for the country's nightlife to be fully functional again. The minister said he still wants to see more communities encourage their people to get vaccinated.
We can create access, we can make the vaccines available. The people on the other side have to also make an effort to come and get vaccinated. So this is a two-way process. And while we are making a lot of effort with these things, we need to see that special effort from people. So whether it's community leaders, religious leaders, business leaders, everybody, they have a role to play to encourage, the population to come and get vaccinated.
In terms of general vaccination, Guyana has administered over 430,000 first doses of a COVID-19 vaccine, and that represents 83.9% of the adult population. Almost 395,000 persons are now fully vaccinated, representing 63% of the population.
Farfan and Mendes is committed to promoting development through quality, service, and integrity. Customers are guaranteed genuine products, reliability, and excellence in service. Their corporate head office at Providence affords you the added convenience of a spacious showroom with secured parking. Farfan and Mendes continues to offer their valued customers a wide range of genuine and affordable German-engineered equipment. They're leading the way in clean, green alternative energy solutions with industry-leading brands of solar equipment. So visit their showroom at Providence and enjoy efficient and courteous service. Farfan and Mendes, offering you solutions you can depend on.
You taste the cheese, you hear the crunch. Grab a zoomers and zoom into fun. And with the first taste, you feel like you don't want it done. Blast off to a whole new place with every single bite. The cheesy goodness bring your taste buds alive. So let's just zoom into fun with this wheel-shaped light. Zoomers, zoomers, zoom into fun.
is mocha.
Mobil Special and all other Mobil lubricants are distributed by Salt Guyana Inc. Mobil Special and all other Mobil lubricants are distributed by Salt Guyana Inc.
We've got exciting news! All 12-ounce yellow cab Buster are now only $100. Buster, live in
Come
full
get
color.
your Buster, Buster $100. Come get your Buster, Buster $100. Fuel it up and drive, super 95. Tune up, fuel it up and drive, super 95. Tune up, protect your fuel system, boy. High mileage and performance, boy.
Guy Oil Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guy Oil's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive.
Across the region tonight, in Barbados, the government will soon be setting up a new Constitution Review Commission, according to the Attorney General of Barbados, Dale Marshall. He said he will be making recommendations about the membership of that commission to the Prime Minister, Mia Mottley. He made the comments on Friday during a courtesy call with an EU delegation on the island. The Attorney General said a draft constitution had been prepared and he anticipates intense discussions during the public consultations, which are expected to be held over a 12 to 18-month period. The Attorney General said that he hopes that before the end of year 2 of the administration's current term, they will be able to bring a new constitution to Parliament in Barbados. The government of the Dominican Republic has started to build a wall that will cover almost half of the 245-mile border with Haiti, its only land neighbor, to stop irregular migration and the smuggling of goods, weapons, and drugs. While the two countries share the island of Hispaniola, they are worlds apart in terms of development. Crime-plagued Haiti is one of the poorest nations in the Americas, while the Dominican Republic, a popular Caribbean tourist destination, has prospered in recent decades amid marked political stability. Many Haitians cross the border in search of work in the fields or in the construction industry in the Dominican Republic. About 500,000 Haitians and tens of thousands of their descendants live in the Dominican Republic, a Spanish-speaking nation of about 11 million people. That's according to the most recent immigration survey, which was conducted in 2018. One official estimated the border wall will reduce the smuggling of commercial goods, weapons, and help to fight organized crime in both countries. And finally, at this time, international news. Australia has reopened its international border for the first time in nearly 2 years, bringing joyful family reunions and a boost to tourism. The country imposed some of the world's strictest travel bans after shutting itself off in March of 2020 due to COVID-19. Australians and some others were allowed to return from late last year, but most foreigners have had to wait. Double-jabbed visitors do not need to quarantine, but unvaccinated travelers must do so in a hotel for up to 14 days at their own expense. More than 50 international flights were due to arrive today. Travelers can enter all states except Western Australia, which remains closed until the 3rd of March and will require 3 jabs. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley, reporting and encouraging you to stay safe.